Over the weekend, a rather strange development in the world of PlayStation occurred online, with one of its most popular games, and it highlights a rather glaring problem. But let's break that all down, up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. So, over the weekend, PlayStation found themselves in some hot water online in regards to Helldivers 2. And what makes this situation so interesting to me was the fact that this is pretty much uncharted territory for PlayStation, seeing how this problem existed within the world of PC gaming, and not in the walled-off gardens they've manufactured themselves. And to say the least here, the PC gaming world was pissed off at PlayStation due to some changes they looked to implement in their live service game. And this is no stretch of the word here, because almost as soon as this news came out, reviews for the game on Steam took a complete nosedive to mixed reviews. And honestly, that was declining by the hour. So, I guess the question remained here, what on earth did PlayStation do that was this bad and warranted this much backlash online? Well, this is a problem they created by announcing the fact that going forward, you need a PSN account to play Helldivers 2 on PC. And you can see their official announcement right here. Quote, "Attention Helldivers. Due to technical issues at launch of Helldivers 2, we allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to the PSN account to be temporarily optional. That grace period will now expire. Account linking plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation and PlayStation Studio games. This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior. It also allows those players that have been banned the right to appeal." Then they go on to say this will be going down on May 6th, which appears to be today, and that would have applied to new players, and existing players would have to do it by June 4th. And I get it, this is all free, and that's important to note here because you don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus. And to some people, this might not have been a big issue, more or less kind of a little hassle. And for the people who play on Steam, they just kind of want to use their Steam account and get into the game. And from what I remember, the Steam community never really liked when companies forced them to sign up for separate accounts. But there is a bigger problem here, and it's not this whole account linking thing. It's the fact that PSN doesn't exist in some countries. And this all means Helldivers 2 was being sold in countries where they couldn't get PSN. So a country like China, thanks to this update, players would not be able to play Helldivers 2, which again, this is a game they've already paid for prior to knowing all this. And sure, the workaround for this could be using a VPN, but I'd like to think you should just be able to play the games you pay for without jumping through all these crazy hoops. And apparently, thanks to this tweet by Helldivers Media, some players even got banned for trying to link his Steam account to the PSN, and they were using a VPN. And I want to reiterate, for some, this might not be a big problem at face value, but there are people out there who couldn't play this game they purchased, and that is a huge problem. The chatter around this was so loud, the head of Arrowhead himself responded to the review bombing of Helldivers 2, and this is what he had to say. Quote, "Ouch, right in the review score. Well, I guess it was warranted. Sorry everyone for how this transpired. I hope we will make it up and regain the trust by providing a continued great game experience." Now, at the same time, with that being said, I don't think this falls on Arrowhead just themselves. This is on PlayStation, because they made this call and it's on their service. And judging by some things I've seen online from people within Arrowhead, or at least I think they were from Arrowhead, they didn't agree with this, so PlayStation was pretty much just forcing this issue. And a recent development as of this morning, PlayStation has now reversed their course with how they're handling this situation. Quote, "Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th. Will not be moving forward. We're still learning what's best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans." Well, there you have it. The course has been corrected, and that's a great thing. And I just kind of feel this whole thing is just showing how unsure Sony is at the moment in regards to this PC movement. And that's not to say they're against it, it's more or less they're finding their footing in the world of PC gaming, and again, they only knew consoles, so right now they're dealing with a whole new audience. But it's nice to see that even Sony themselves realized they fucked up and now are fixing the problem instead of forcing the issue further. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass it off to you guys. What did you make of this whole situation when it went down? When you first heard it, were you like, I'm just gonna continue to play, I'll link my account, it's not a big problem? Or were you really against it? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.